Welcome back to Entertainment on Point. I'm your host, Hannah Bazet.
And I'm your host, Miss Alexus. From news, celebrity couples, another Jada and Will bombshell, and a Bachelor in Paradise update, we have quite the show for you, but first, let's kick it off with this week's top stories.
20 years after Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake have called it quits, she has just shared a personal and painful experience that the couple once shared together. In her new memoir, The Woman in Me, Britney reveals that while she was with Timberlake, the couple found out she was pregnant with his baby, but that she had an abortion. In her book, Britney says, quote, "It was a surprise, but for me, it wasn't a tragedy. I love Justin so much. I always expected us to have a family together one day. This would just be much earlier than anticipated," end quote. She then goes on to explain how if the decision had just been up to her, she would have kept the baby. She said, quote, "If it had just been left up to me alone, I never would have done it. And yet Justin was so sure that he didn't want to be a father. To this day, it's one of the most agonizing things I've ever experienced in my life," end quote. After the pair split, Britney then began dating Kevin Federline. The couple eventually had 2 children together, who today are 18 and 17 years old. They married in 2004 and divorced in 2007 after the birth of their children. I think everyone remembers Justin and Britney's tragic love story, as the couple got together when they were both considered America's heartthrobs. The relationship ended very poorly, as Britney accused Justin of cheating on her and vice versa. From the breakup, while tragic for Britney and Justin, we got amazing songs such as Cry Me a River and What Comes Around Goes Around, written by Justin, and Britney's song Every Time. Britney's memoir comes out on October 24th, and I am looking forward to picking up my copy in stores. So, this is, I guess, kind of a bombshell. Really sad, obviously. But what did you think? What do you think about the memoir? Like, what are your thoughts on everything?
At first, I didn't even know Britney and Justin, they had a thing going on. So, I was living in a rock. But that's just crazy, from her to, not having his child. And then, I feel like couple years later she has children with someone else. I feel like she just wanted to have a child.
Yeah.
She didn't, if she would have had a child with Justin, it probably wouldn't be meaningful.
Yeah, I know her and Justin's breakup was obviously super public and super damaging for the both, because both of them blame the other person for the breakup. And I think over time it's sort of been proven that Britney was the one telling the truth. That doesn't mean Britney didn't do stuff to Justin, but over time it seems like the history has always kind of been on Britney's side when it comes to her claims over their relationship ending. But we did get some really good music out of it, which we were just listening to earlier.
I didn't know Cry Me a River was about Britney Spears.
Yeah, and it's a really good song, and I don't know, I was just telling her, I feel like that's the boy version of You Ought to Know by Alanis Morissette. When a guy feels heartbroken that, he listens to Cry Me a River. And I also just can't imagine being Britney Spears and, listening to those songs the first time and being
and they're good.
They're really good.
There are some bops.
They're really good. Do you know what you have to, probably do to a man to get him to write music like that?
I mean, she was almost about to have his baby.
I know.
So.
I feel like she couldn't have been completely innocent in it, because there's no way he was just making that kind of music over a perfect relationship where he was the problem and she wasn't.
Maybe there's some dark secrets Britney will tell us.
I know. What in her memoir, we'll have to see.
Former NFL star Antonio Brown, a.k.a. AB, was arrested in Florida this past weekend for not paying child support to his ex, Latrice Jackson. They share a 15-year-old daughter, Antonia Brown, who is a track and field star and have received interest from a number of universities, including Miami and Oregon. According to TMZ, Jackson told him that Brown owes $31,000 in child support. She said, quote, "I do want him arrested because right now he's making a mockery out of the judge, out of everything, because he feels like he's untouchable. By him having a daughter like an athlete like her, you would think he'll be in her corner to support her." End quote. After a short time later, AB paid the $15,000 necessary to get out of jail. However, child support payments isn't the only thing AB has been ducking from. Earlier this year, the National Arena League kicked out Brown's Albany Empire team for failure to pay their league-mandated and overdue assessments. Since his release from jail, Brown has been spotted at a mall on a shopping spree in New York City. Girl, I feel like the trend this year is fathers not taking care of their children.
I know.
This man, literally every month there's always something going on, but not taking care of your children, now that's just, I don't even know,
Yeah, it's terrible. It has really been on trend recently, but I kind of feel like that's all, low-key always on trend. But then what's sad is when a man is a really great father or a mom's a really great mother, I feel like it's never in the spotlight. It's always when they're horrible. But anyways, yeah. I don't know. Obviously AB's been super controversial. He was a big Pittsburgh guy when he played for the Steelers. So I don't know. I really think he has CTE. That doesn't excuse what he's done. I mean, not paying child support or anything like that. But that whole thing, that woman was speaking about when she mentioned he thinks he's untouchable. He really does. He truly does. And you watch everything he says and anything he posts, he really does believe. He's like Kanye West in a way. I feel like the two of them are very similar.
Yes.
And I really do believe he has CTE or just some sort of mental problem that he really needs help. But what's sad is instead of getting the help he needs, either he's denying it or people just aren't offering it to him because he's so easy to laugh at a lot of the time, which is really messed up.
This celebrity lifestyle, it gets in their head and he feels like he could do whatever he wants. He's not responsible for anything, but he's always showing off his money. He was just at a mall on a shopping spree.
I know.
And you can't pay child support.
And he has the $31,000 because he was making gajillion dollars when he was playing in the NFL. He played for the Steelers forever. He was just posting, telling the Steelers that they need, I don't know what he does, running back, corner, tackle, I don't know what he does, but whatever he does, he was just on Twitter telling them that they need him again. So I don't know.
Hopefully he gets his mind together.
Please pay your child support, Antonio Brown.
Please.
People everywhere have been outraged over a transgender TikTok creator who won Woman of the Year. Dylan Mulvaney, who has been very open on social media about her transition from male to female, accepted the award for Woman of the Year given by Attitude Magazine, a popular LGBTQ+ magazine based in the UK. Mulvaney accepted the award at the 2023 Virgin Atlantic Attitude Award last Thursday. When she accepted the award, she mentioned how many people still don't see her as a woman, despite the fact that she's identified herself as one for almost 2 years. Mulvaney said, quote, "So no matter how hard I try, or what I wear, or what I say, or what surgeries I get, I will never reach an acceptable version of womanhood by those hateful people's standards," end quote. Despite her claims, there has been a lot of public outrage over this. Spiked Online released an opinion piece claiming that Dylan has gotten out of hand with this whole woman thing. Others have also spoken up about this, claiming that there are many successful and talented LGBTQ+ women who have been women their entire lives and probably should have deserved the award. While some say this is unfair to biological women, those who support Dylan's win claim those people are just trying to find a way to mask their transphobia. This is obviously a very sticky situation, and we will have to see if Dylan or Attitude Magazine says anything about this.
Ladies, grab your besties because it's time for a girls' night out. The Sorry Poppy Tour is an all-female music tour that brings a party to cities across the United States, Puerto Rico, Canada, Mexico, and Dominican Republic. It is organized by tour manager Jacqueline Terrazas and DJ/brand manager DJ Miriam. It's made by women, only for women, and no guys allowed. According to Celeb Secrets, Jacqueline said, quote, The party was created to build a safe space for women to have a fun night out without the potential of harassment. As a girl, sometimes it's difficult going out because you feel uncomfortable or you're harassed or men are just all up on you and you just want to enjoy a good girls' night. That's what we want to do, end quote. The concept was inspired by a track off Puerto Rican megastar Bad Bunny 2020 album El Último Tour del Mundo. Bad Bunny speaks about a strong, independent woman whose love can't be bought. Jacqueline mentioned the Girls Only event was also heavily influenced by the Latin anthem about a woman who simply wants to dance alone in the club. The event includes girls listening to female DJs spin some of their favorite songs, surprise performances, Instagram-worthy photo ops, and the chance to buy exclusive Sorry Poppy branded merch. And here's the best part, AO peeps. The Sorry Poppy tour is making a stop in Pittsburgh on October 27th at the Roxanne Theater. To purchase tickets, go to sorrypoppy.com and select your city. Girl, like, how do you feel like an all-girls party, no guys allowed, you and your girls are just getting it down? Like, are you going? Like, is this something you'll, like, go?
I don't think I will go to it, but I really like the concept of it because, I mean, what they were saying is right. Like, there are times, I would say most of the time when you go out, like, there just are so many disrespectful people in the world.
Like 6 feet. Like, what happened to 6 feet?
I know. Give me my distance. So I think it's a really good concept, and I think it's a really nice way for women to feel safe because I just know, like, generally I feel safer normally when I'm with, like, a group of women, even if they're women I don't know, than, like, when I'm with a group of, like, random men, you know?
Yeah.
So I really do like the concept. I don't think I'm going to go. Are you guys going to
go? Probably, because this is a chance, I feel like, for women to come together and, like, you know, just like you said, like, I feel more secure when I'm with a group of girls, even though I don't know them. But I know, like, deep down, girls are there for each other, so we will protect each other no matter, like, what's the cost.
You can go with your cousins.
Yes,
Claudia and Tiana.
Me and the cousins are making an appearance at the Sorry Poppy tour.
J-Rock and Jalen are going to have to stay home, but...
No boys allowed.
We're going to go for a quick break, but when we come back, our first reporter, Robert, is going to give us a love life update on an Outer Banks star.
Regular physical activity is one of the most important things you can do for your health. The benefits of physical activity include brain health, weight management, reducing disease, strengthening your bones and muscles, and improving your ability to do everyday activities. So, it's time to get up and be active.
Welcome back to EOP. First up, we have our reporter, Robert Fornatero, telling us all about actress Madelyn Cline and her new man, Robert.
Thanks, Miss Alexus. Whose hands are those? Pete Davidson and Madelyn Cline were spotted last Sunday, October 15th, arriving at the Saturday Night Live after party together in New York City. Not only were the couple spotted entering together, but they were seen holding hands as they left the party later that same night. This information comes just weeks after it was reported that the two individuals were seeing each other. The two stars originally crossed paths back in 2022 on the set of Bodies, 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 where their romance assumingly blossomed. The Outer Banks actress told Nylon back in May that, quote, "We are very open with each other about everything, and it feels like what's happening in our relationship is very sacred," end quote. This relationship comes just shortly after Davidson split from co-star Chase Sue Wonders and Cline ending her relationship with Jackson Guthrie. What a lovely romance blossoming. Now back to Hannah at the desk.
Thanks, Robert. Next up, we have our reporter, Natalie Hillen, updating us on which artist is leaving The Voice. Nat?
Thanks, Hannah. The pop star and talk show host Kelly Clarkson has been everywhere, from singing to having her own show and one of her most known roles of being a coach on NBC's The Voice. Clarkson was a coach on The Voice for seasons 14 through 21 and later returned this year for season 23. The news that Clarkson wasn't returning as a coach came out back in May when the coaches were announced for the next season. The Since You've Been Gone singer recently revealed why she decided not to return to The Voice and moved everything from Los Angeles to New York City. She simply did not want to fake it. She told US Today, quote, "Full disclosure, I put on a smile a lot of those times because I was struggling a lot in my personal life." She said over the past 4 years, "I've learned a lot about what I'm capable of handling and also what you should not handle. That was me saying bye to The Voice and making this big move. I love that family, but I was like, I'm struggling. I can't smile anymore. I don't feel like smiling," she admitted, end quote. Clarkson said she is now in a good place with her children in the Big Apple and getting ready for her season 5 of her show, The Kelly Clarkson Show. She is more excited than ever for the new season to show up every day smiling and authentically meaning it. Make sure to tune in to season 5, which premiered this past Monday, October 16th. It airs weekdays each week. So Alexus, I wanted to talk about this because we're both in broadcasting in the TV industry, and Kelly Clarkson literally admitted to everyone that she didn't want to fake it and she wanted to be her authentic self on camera. What do you think about this and her leaving The Voice?
I definitely applaud her for like what she did, because for so long she's been coaching other people and telling them what to do in their lives. So I felt like she needed help. She needed someone to tell her what to do for her life. So her making this choice by doing what makes her happy and getting away from LA, I believe like she's on to bigger and better things,
And it's such an
spiritually and mentally.
Yeah, it's such an inspiration to see that, especially for younger people going into the industry, that like you can do what you want, but also you don't have to like people please everyone. Like you can do what's best for yourself and your family.
Do you think her show, like now that she has her show, would she always want to like, you know, come back to The Voice or like have reminiscence of it?
I feel like she's gonna probably be mostly done on The Voice, at least for a very long time. If anything, it's probably gonna be like in years if she makes a return. But it seems like she like closed that chapter in her life and she's ready to just focus on her own show and her family in New York.
Thanks, Nat. Next up, we have our girl, Cline Winder, telling us about Jada Pinkett Smith's newest controversy.
Thanks, Miss Alexis. The actress and talk show host Jada Pinkett Smith has circulated the news with comments about her marriage with Will Smith, relationship with Tupac, and drug dealing. The actress has recently interviewed the companies like People, Today, and New York Times to promote her memoir, Worthy, which just released this Tuesday. The actress in these interviews revealed the shocking fact that she and Will Smith had been separated since 2016, 4 years before Smith's iconic slap towards Chris Rock at the 2020 Oscars awards ceremony, when Rock made a joke about her experience with alopecia. She also added some insight to her relationship with Tupac, where she revealed that the rapper was her, quote, soulmate and proposed to her while in jail, as well as commenting on her intense spirituality by claiming she knew she was pregnant with Jaden Smith moments after her conception. The internet has taken this information with a grain of salt. The comment used by many social media accounts says, quote, "Everything I know about this woman was against my will," end quote. We'll have to see how the internet reacts to her official memoir in the coming weeks. Back to Hannah at the desk.
I agree with that commenter. Thanks, Calion. Now we're going to send things over to Jill Musser, who is giving us a recap on all things Bachelor in Paradise. What's happening on the island, Jill?
Things are getting pretty heated on this season of Bachelor in Paradise. Former contestants of past seasons of The Bachelor and The Bachelorette try to find love again on a secluded island in Mexico. Within the first 20 minutes, a connection between Olivia Lewis and Will Urena seemed to be forming. The two discussed everything from their hopes, dreams, and even sucking toes. After sharing a kiss, This did not stop Will from asking Kylie Russell out on a date, leaving Olivia in the dust. When Avon Jones arrived in Paradise in episode 2, Kylie completely forgot about Will, as Avon and her shared a romantic boat ride. As the second week progressed, tensions were high on the night of the rose ceremony. Aaron Schwartz confronted Peter Capio for his cocky behavior and called him immature in front of Sam Jeffries. The men on the island were becoming irritated after Peter tried to distract the women with tactics such as breakdancing. Episode 3 ended with a fight between the series' most prominent couples so far. Brayden Bowers made a memorable first impression on the most recent season of The Bachelorette, leading to Charity Lost and awarding him the first impression rose. As the season progressed, Brayden became the villain and promptly left week 4. When he arrived in Paradise, it seemed that Brayden was turning a new leaf with Kat Izzo. The two hit it off immediately and weren't afraid to show off in front of the camera. Things took a turn once Tanner Courtyard walked onto the beach. Kat left Brayden immediately, leaving him distraught. While I am no love expert, I think Brayden should leave Mexico and meet up with this reporter in Pittsburgh.
Thanks, Jill. On your way off the beach, look for someone for me too. Don't go anywhere, because after the break, our lovely free segment host, Miss Alexus, will be playing a fun Halloween-inspired game with our EO peeps. You won't want to miss this.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back.
Welcome back
to
Daybreak.
Chicken Guy opened in PPG Place on Monday.
The bridge would open before the 1 year marks.
Check out the 20th annual gingerbread display.
Share with you this week's Ray of Sunshine.
We are still somehow hanging around in the playoff.
It gives Georgia Democrats some hold onto the governing body.
200,000 people still in harm's way.
This weather is perfect for those cozy nights indoors.
Welcome back to Entertainment on Point. It's your girl, Miss Alexus, and on today's free segment, our EO peeps will be playing Name That Movie, Halloween Edition. I will give a description of a movie, and whoever raises their hand the fastest and with the right answer will get a treat. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, perfect. So, the first movie, 3 Salem witches that were burned at the stake and accidentally resurrected by a group of kids. Aaron.
Hocus Pocus.
Perfect. Good job. Point for Aaron.
I saw your hand clap. I was like, dang.
As soon as she said witches, I was like, oh, come on.
Okay. On her 13th birthday, she finds out she's a witch and have to help her grandma fight against the evil that is threatening the town. I saw Hannah's hand first.
Halloween Town.
Yes, good job. Okay, point for Hannah. Who you gonna call? Aaron.
Ghostbusters.
Good job!
That was so easy.
Aaron is on a roll. I'm loving
I'm a
it.
movie buff.
Okay. Twin sisters who were separated at birth and reunited on their 21st birthday. They must use their powers to save the world they were born in. Natalia.
Twitches.
Yes, good job.
I was like,
I was
wait,
thinking of
that's
something
the
different.
one.
I was thinking something
If it's a
different.
different movie, then like it's not.
Wait, what movie you were gonna say?
There was like a 90s movie with like Nicole Kidman and everything, like where they were witches. That was like the one I went through for some reason.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Okay, Jill.
I'm raising my hand.
You gotta be faster than everybody else, okay? There's a secret doorway that leads a little girl into an alternate world that is dazzling but dangerous.
Is it Poltergeist?
No, Hannah.
Is it Coraline?
Yes, good
Oh,
job.
I didn't think of Coraline.
Oh, it's a TV in Poltergeist. That's what it is.
Good job. So that's Aaron 2, Hannah 2, Natalia 1, Jill.
I get a participation point.
Okay, she gets half a point. Okay, this is the last question. This boy stumbles into the land of the dead and meets a trickster, and they go on a journey to learn about the boy's family history. Music is banned in the family. Aaron?
Corpse Bride?
Nope.
It's Coco.
Yes!
Good
Oh, Coco!
Let's
Coco.
go,
Okay.
Spanish.
I have another question. Okay. Instead of hands, he has scissors blades. Ooh. Okay, let's do that again. Ready? 3, 2, go.
Edward Scissorhands?
Yes, good job.
Good job, Aaron.
Aaron is our winner.
Yay!
Good. Perfect. And that's a wrap on this week's episode. Thanks for watching. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Entertainment on Point, and we'll see you next week, EO Peeps.